was about to eat my food and pack my lunch. How's everybody doing tonight? I bet they like, she was on CP time, so we left. What about now? That microphone was muted the whole time. I'm sorry, y'all. Can you hear me now? I don't even know if I can comment. Just comment and say the sound is working now, just in case somebody joins late and they watch from the beginning and they think the sound is not working. I'm glad you told me. I would have been sitting here talking and people would just be leaving, thinking something wasn't working. Thank you for telling me, Mo. How was your day today? Did you have a good day? I was telling y'all I had a good Monday. Let me start over because y'all didn't hear nothing I said. Okay, so I said I had a good Monday today, and I don't know if I need to credit it to the fact that I went live with y'all and it was just a good conversation, or if just stuff went right. Like I was doing well with getting to work on time, leaving for work on time. I feel like I could have got more sleep, but it was a pretty good day. You know what I'm saying? No complaints. Sometimes Mondays don't be the best. So anytime I can come out of a Monday and be like, it was a good day, you know, I take it. Hoping the rest of the week goes like that. I was real productive. And now what I was doing is just kind of getting ready for the next day by fixing my plate. I'm having for dinner nachos. And I'm having that for lunch again tomorrow. Hey, Brittany, how are you? I'm starting to go live more because I like it. I'm fixing my dinner. And I already packed my lunch. That's what I was doing before I came on here. I looked up, I said, see, this is why I don't schedule the live, because I'll be late every time. Y'all having nachos too? It's such an easy, quick, and good meal. And tomorrow I'm doing it for lunch also, because it's easy and it's quick. I meal prepped a bunch of nachos yesterday. Is he finna eat more food?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say I was gonna save some of these tomatoes if you was, so you don't have to cut no more. I'm finna eat it like a taco salad. Y'all, I had that rice earlier, and when I tell y'all, I don't have to have that again. A bunch of it. This lettuce came from Aldi, and I don't know about y'all, but anytime I buy a bag lettuce, which I usually don't even eat iceberg lettuce anymore, I prefer red leaf or green leaf lettuce because it tastes better. But we just went in Aldi and grabbed like the ground turkey, the chips, all the little stuff we needed to make nachos to meal prep. So I just grabbed this because they didn't really sell green leaf or red leaf lettuce in Aldi, and I wasn't going to Kroger. But what I was going to say was, every time I buy these little bags of lettuce that are in a bag like this, I promise you, once that air hits it, it goes bad like in 2 or 3 days. And the date on here is August 26th, which is a week from Monday, like a week from today. I promise you it will not last that long. But then when I buy fresh lettuce that I chop myself, it'll last for longer, like 5 or 6 days. So I just went real heavy with the lettuce in that bowl because it's gonna go bad anyway. Got some salsa, which I didn't have earlier. And I'm gonna put some sour cream on there. Where'd it go? Oh, it's behind the camera. Doing well, just sitting here nursing my baby to sleep. Yes, nachos are. Oh, I miss them days. I miss them days. I just miss my son being that small. He was such a good baby. I tell him that all the time. Like, you were such a good baby. You were such an easy baby. Like, some people's be complaining like their kids don't sleep through the night and stuff like that. And I don't know. I feel like Josiah did pretty good with sleeping through the night when he was that infant age. Especially once we got around that 5-month mark. All right, y'all. I think I got all my little toppings in there. Y'all be buying the squeezable sour cream, or y'all be scooping it the old school way? Okay. If y'all hear a loud noise in the background, like a movie, it's because my son is watching a movie. All right. I'm missing the salsa. Yes, I have actually tried plain Greek yogurt for my sour cream before. We have some in the fridge. I just didn't do it this time. And it's good because I don't like plain Greek yogurt or nothing else except in a smoothie where I disguise it with like pineapple juice and fruit. It's a really good way to get some protein in because I swear it does not taste sweet. Like growing up eating Yoplait yogurt and other yogurts that were sweet and sugary, and then going to plain non-fat Greek yogurt, it's like night and day. You realize like, oh, okay, we've been eating the wrong thing the whole time. Let me see. Yeah, I missed it earlier when I made my food earlier. I didn't have really no dairy in here at all. It just had, well, it had a little bit of shredded cheese, but it didn't have no sour cream in it. It didn't have no salsa, so it really was just a little dry. It had cheese, and it had, what was it? Cheese, lettuce, like sauteed onions, and then I had like my onions, like the raw kind, with some green leaf lettuce and some tomato, and it was just dry. So I'm making up for it now. Y'all let me know if it's too loud. I can move to another room. Or if you can hear me fine, then let me know that too. A little bit. You had the TV up loud. Thank you. But yeah, it was a good Monday. I mean, I'm dealing with some cramps, but other than that, it really was a good day. Like, traffic was great today. I was productive at work. Me and Josiah did homework, and it went well today. He did really good. He did a lot of his stuff at ASP. If you've been watching me for a while and you watch my vlogs where we would do like a day in a life, you'll know like that's always a challenge, but it really wasn't. He was so cooperative today. That's why he in here watching a movie now. So I can't complain. This was a good Monday. Mo, what you eat for dinner tonight? And I was saying I liked going live with y'all last night. That's what made me want to come back and go live tonight. I don't like it with anything else either. Yeah, it just has an aftertaste. Somebody lied to me and said Greek yogurt tasted good, and I believed them, and I bought it, and I was so disappointed. But that sour cream, it's almost equivalent. Like, it tastes very much like sour cream to me. Chicken, rice, and veggies. That sounds good. That sounds really good. I gotta figure out what I'm wearing to work tomorrow because I'm going out to dinner afterwards. So I'm trying to figure out like something that I could wear that's nice for work but nice for dinner too. What? I already asked them what they're doing. Oh, Josiah says I should ask y'all what I should wear tomorrow. I have to show them my clothes though for them to know what I should wear. I guess I should come on here and do a shorts. Oh, dinner, nice. Yeah, I'm going to a dinner with some people from work, so I'm trying to figure out what to wear that'll also be comfortable for me. I wore a slight heel last week trying to look professional, and I am not wearing heels all day tomorrow. I don't even have it in me. So I'm just like, I don't want to wear no heels tomorrow, but I have some cute dresses. I did some shopping recently, and I have a lot of nice professional outfits like blazers and nice dress slacks, skirts, nice dresses. I just got to figure out what I want to wear. You went and got my scissors that I asked you to stop using on that cardboard, and you cutting up cardboard. Can you please go put them down? Those are not meant to cut that. It's too hard. And then when I need to cut them for something that in the kitchen, they're not going to cut because they're going to be dull from you cutting that. Please go put my scissors back. Thank you. I put the scissors up and I look down and he over here cutting a thick piece of cardboard with my scissors. Did you have music today?
No, PE.
PE, your favorite.
We had PE last week. 2 weeks.
Oh.
We have 2 weeks.
Got it. This is hot salsa and it tastes good. Brittany, have you been back in the gym? Dress and blazer and heels, or I could probably do that. I have a sleeveless dress that would be nice with a blazer. It has flowers on it. I could do that. And I have some heels that are not too high, but I'm gonna have to bring a change of shoes just in case. Something that you'll be comfortable wearing all day. That's what I was thinking, Brittany. Specifically because I just started cramping and stuff. Y'all know, if you know, you know. Hey, Brandy. Packing. Girl, this is my 3rd time in a week. You should be proud of me. I'm back. I'm back. Are you packing for your trip to Vegas? And let us know where we need to go so we can watch all the footage, because I'm going to live through you. Hey, Nikki. I'm eating my dinner, so if y'all see me chewing, that's why I'm eating a nacho bowl. I'm back, yes. I'm going to just be popping on here with random live streams for y'all, and trying to be consistent with uploading. I'm trying to like get a new schedule together so that things can stay consistent. Yes, ma'am. I fly out on the 22nd and girl TikTok. Okay, I'm gonna go look. I'm really trying to make my way back over here though. I'm eating nachos, Nikki. What'd you eat for dinner tonight? Or what time is it? Is it dinner time at your time? It's 9 o'clock. Really, I should have ate this food, but you know, I usually eat my dinner around this time, to be honest, especially if we go to the gym at night. I need to get back on TikTok, Brandy. You saying you need to get back on YouTube. I need to get back on TikTok. I was doing so good. I was posting every day. And then when I kind of took a break from posting here, I stopped posting there too. Like 2:13 here. Oh my gosh, it's late. Where are you at? You mean like 2:13 p.m. or 2:13 a.m.? Like it's real late, like early in the morning. I love that for the algorithm. Oh, you're in Nigeria. Hey. Last night I was on here and I had somebody in Gambia talking to me. I'm like, I love that for this algorithm. Welcome. Well, you still can tell me what you ate for dinner. Although I know you probably ate a while ago. It looks legit. You're very creative. Did you model it out after one of your toys, or you just built it with your eyes?
Built it with my eyes.
Go show dance. That's cool. I went back to the gym last week after a 2-week break. I went this morning with the 5 a.m. crew. I missed my evening workouts, though. How do you like the going to the gym at 5 a.m.? Is it less crowded? Oh my gosh, that sounds so good. Was it like jollof rice? And for the plantain, were they sweet or were they like not sweet with salt on them?
Yes, the time has come for a fresh approach to dog food. Every day, more it's time to quit the kibble and feed their dogs fresh food from the farmer's dog.
I feel like this taco salad is somewhat healthy. I'm not gonna show them that. They're gonna say I'm promoting violence on here.
Well, I am.
Josiah made a clay pretend gun out of a cardboard box and cut it up. And he wants to show y'all, and I said no because I don't want my video getting taken down for promoting violence. But he did do a good job. Oh my gosh, you're doing the Hilton timeshare thing. I did that. Let me know if you have any questions. Girl, tell them people no, because they are going to keep on trying to pressure you. Des can tell you about it. He was with me. He probably went to go take a shower. But tell them people no, because they're going to keep on trying to persist for you to buy that timeshare. And just be like, no, I can't do it right now. I have a lot going on. I just started a new job. And I'm trying to pay down some debt because I just finished school. Like, tell them anything because they are going to keep on trying to convince you, okay, we can lower the price. How about we do $200 a month? And you can go on even years and you can stay for 4 days. Like, they are going to really try to get you to sign up. Do not do it. It's not worth it. Hey, Tasha Society. Okay, Brittany. That's the last thing Dad said. He heard me asking you, how is it? And he was like, it's not crowded at all. Because he been saying he want to get up early and start going, like, real early in the morning, too. How are you, Tasha? Did you have a good day today? I'm trying to eat my food so So if y'all see me munching or hear crunching, it's because I'm trying to eat this nacho bowl before it gets cold. I went in April as a +1 with Babe. Now I got invited and he's my +1 this time. Girl, they gonna think y'all ready to buy because you already done been. Which hotel y'all staying at? Are you staying at one of the newer properties? My day was okay. Okay. I'm gonna tell them I'm in student debt and about to file bankruptcy. And the thing is, they'll just put you on a list, I think, for a year or maybe 2 years that you can't go back and like do it. But we haven't went since 2021, so I wouldn't mind doing it again to go back to Vegas and stay in a really nice resort property. Or they have a property in Myrtle Beach. They have a property in New York. I've never been to New York, so I could see myself doing it to have nice accommodations in New York. Oh, yeah, I've sat in on a timeshare presentation. They don't want to take no for an answer. Girl, no. Tasha, where did you go? Is this your first day back to work from vacation? Because, listen, I understand the struggle be real after coming back from relaxation and then having to go back to work. Make you want to just go on back to wherever you was enjoying your time off, even if it wasn't even a real vacation where it was about relaxation. You know, sometimes we take vacations to go visit family and do things like that. What's in my nacho bowl? Girl, barely nothing now, but it had lettuce, tomato, onion, sour cream, cheese, ground turkey, a little bit of sauteed onion, and some chips, because earlier I ate it with rice without the chips, and it was a little dry, but it was because I didn't have no salsa or no sour cream, because I don't want to bring all that to work, and it's hard to keep it cold. So I only did the cheese, and I didn't bring the sauce and stuff like that. But tomorrow I think I'm gonna have to bring me a little side to go, not to go, but a little side with a lid of salsa so I can wet in the bowl up, because it was dry. And I had some rice, and it was good, but Dad asked me, he was like, you don't want to bring no chips? And I was like, well, no, I don't want to do chips and rice. But tomorrow I'm about to do them chips because it is a little bit more enjoyable as a taco salad. So tomorrow I'm going to bring meat, cheese, a little bit of rice, and some chips because I was struggling without more moisture in the bowl. It was a little dry. Child, I didn't go anywhere. I took vacation for the first time in years. I refused to work for my birthday. Happy belated birthday. Oh, I don't like working on my birthday either. I was able to take a mental health day this year on my birthday. It was on a Monday. I was so grateful for that. It was not really the turned up Monday, but I made the most of it. I went and did some shopping, and then I went to brunch, and I met up with a friend, and we had dollar mimosas at this place near our house that has Mimosa Mondays. My birthday was on a Monday, so we took advantage, and I was feeling good when I left brunch. And then when I left brunch, like I said, I did some shopping, and I had a birthday coupon, so I went and got a couple of things for myself. And then when I got home, Josiah had a baseball game, so I had to go into baseball mode. But it was a cool birthday. I was really grateful that I was able to take a day for me without using any PTO. But we weren't doing nothing. But I don't like working on my birthday either. I also don't care for working around holidays. So I'm off on Christmas and I'm off on Thanksgiving, but I'm not usually off like the day before or the day after. Like my husband's job, they give him off the day after Thanksgiving every year. He gets the day of the Friday, Good Friday of before Easter off every year. Like he gets some of these holidays that I don't like. He's off on MLK. He's off on Juneteenth. I don't work for a company that gives us that day off automatic. So I either have to take the day off or I can ask to work from home because school/daycare or, child care camps are closed. But it's not like a holiday for me. And I try to use my PTO days when I'm actually traveling or doing something fun. So, yeah. I just told y'all a whole bunch that y'all didn't need to know. But it's true. Like, that's how I am. So, like, this year, Christmas is on a Wednesday. New Year's is on a Wednesday. I'm thinking about using vacation to get like a week off between those two so I can really just enjoy being with family and stuff. But it also depends, because I also could probably just take the day off like before and after Christmas, and then the next week, the day after New Year's. And that way I work from home on Fridays anyway, but that way I don't have to go into the office, and I can just kind of, it can be chill because it's quiet during that time of year. It's hard getting out of vacation mode. We went to Gatlinburg. I've been wanting to go there. A few weeks ago, it was so hard getting back to normal routine. Yeah, it throws everything off. This coming up soon, we're going to Mississippi again. If you've been watching, you know we go every year almost for my husband's family's family reunion. And that's just a little weekend trip, and it throws me off my routine too. Just, I think not being in your own bed, being on the road or on a plane, all of that throws off your normal routine. Let's see. Thank you, sis. I had so much anxiety taking the time out because it's my first time taking all that time out. My emails was crazy. It does give you anxiety, especially when you don't take time off. Like if you're the type of person who take time off, but you still be checking your emails when you're supposed to not be, it can be overwhelming coming back and seeing hundreds of emails after you've been gone for a week. Sometimes I would take the weekend. Well, I don't work weekends, but when I say weekend, I mean I take like Friday or I take Monday and make it a long weekend. And then I would still be coming back to like 90 emails. And I'm like, I was only gone for a business day. Like, that's a lot. But I try to be a person, and that might change because I'm about to start a new position and I'll have more responsibilities because it's a manager position. But like before now, I'd be the type of person that's like, if I'm on vacation, y'all will figure it out until I get back, because if not, you will never really check out and take that care of yourself that you need to take, because you are constantly checking in. People get comfortable with messaging you or calling you when you're on vacation, and you can't even enjoy yourself because you're worried about responding to something. And the thing is, if you are a person who really, really cares, once you start helping somebody, you're not gonna just answer a question real quick and then just drop them. You're gonna be following up like, okay, did you need anything? Did you get that taken care of? Next thing you know, you don't work the whole half day, except you have redeemed a vacation day. So I'm one of them people, I gotta check out, and the thing that was different for me after being hourly for a long time and then becoming salaried is when you were hourly, like if you was on vacation, you was on vacation. They can't even legally contact you because they have to pay you for that. But with salary, there is sometimes this culture and this mindset that you're always available. And I do feel like it does depend on your level of responsibility. Like if you are vice president and up, you are kind of being compensated pretty high. But I think every person deserves some level of work-life balance. And if you saying you ain't took vacation in years, Tasha, girl, it was overdue. And I hope you take some more vacation too. Aww. I didn't know that about you. That is so sweet. Okay, the work you do is a little bit different. It's easy to attach yourself to that and want to be there for people. Y'all, these Kroger brand chips, look at how they just betrayed me. I'm sitting here eating on the couch. You see how it just opened up?
Yeah, I see it.
Chips finna be all over the sofa. Can you reach a Ziploc? Can you reach a Ziploc bag, Josiah?
Where?
Like in the pantry, or is that too tall?
I think it's like on the second to first.
It's too tall for you? Okay, I'll do it.
I have to climb up the thing.
Yo, don't climb, because I just fixed that. Thank you.
You fixed it?
I fixed that shelf that you broke when you climbed on it, so don't climb on it again.
The very bottom one. I want to see.
It's fixed. Please don't climb on it again. I'm trying to accumulate PTO until April. I plan on doing a week in Hawaii for my birthday. Girl, take me with you. I've never been to Hawaii. That sounds amazing.
Why did you take it all the way off?
You're definitely going to need a week because the time zone difference is real different. All right, Shia, cut it off. It's time for bed.
1 second. 1 second. I want to see what movie this is. So I can see if I... Yeah, I don't want to. I don't.
It's a recording anyway. It stopped on its own. Cut the TV off. It's time to go to bed.
Where's the remote?
I don't know where the remote is. You turned it on.
Right there.
Thank you. Go use the restroom. Take your glasses off and leave them up here. You better take a melatonin?
Yup.
You sure you're not just naturally sleepy after doing all that homework together?
No.
He said no. Base was stationed in Hawaii for a while, so I have a personal tour guide. I can't wait. Oh, that's awesome. Hello, Anthony. I would love to visit Hawaii. That's going to be nice, Brandy. It is. It's going to be beautiful. I think it's going to be beautiful. And then when you having somebody who was able to, like, live there, maybe he'll be able to help you find some good, affordable stuff to do because Hawaii is expensive. Save your PTO and your coins because it's not a cheap place to visit. Good night, sweetie. Everyone that I've heard, like, visited Hawaii, they always say it's beautiful, but it's expensive. Vegas, I think, is not that expensive, honestly, because there's so many, like, casinos and things to do.
I told you that you had a Stanley.
Oh, that is a Stanley mug. But that's not the new popular cups.
Can I have it?
No.
You haven't even used it.
Put it back exactly where you got it from. Y'all hear Josiah in the background. Shut the door.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night.
You didn't take my Stanley cup, did you?
Totally not.
All right, Josiah. I'm going to notice if it's not in there when I come in there. You got to send Josiah to bed 4 minutes early for him to go to bed at 9:30. You see how long it took him to turn the TV off? Josiah, did you leave the glasses up here?
Oh,
Leave them. Come on back up here and put them up here. See what I'm saying?
no. I survived.
Good night.
Okay.
See you in the morning. Love you. But yeah, I need to pack because I'm going away for a few days soon. And every time I wait till the last minute, I'm up the night before the trip packing. I have a random question for y'all. Have y'all ever been summoned for jury duty? Before? Consider yourself lucky. Hubby got summoned and he had to go. And he was there today and they didn't use him and he had to wait all day. And so he got to go back tomorrow. I've been summoned before, but it was a while ago. Hello, Des. Can you put this over there? One more thing. The bag of chips, it ripped. That's what I was gonna say. We could put them in a Ziploc bag. Thank goodness I was pregnant both times. Yeah, that's a good reason to get out of it. You pregnant, you taking care of a sick relative. Even if you say you're caregiving and you have to pick up by a certain time, they might use you, but they might let you go. I was asking them, have they ever been summoned for jury duty before? Because I thought about you. Dad said it's very ghetto and he doesn't recommend. Mainly because it was disorganized and they wasted his time. They had him come up there and wait all day and he didn't hear anything. And then they was like, oh, well, you just have to come back tomorrow. And he's like, no, I want to go back to work. This is terrible. Were you able to bring your electronics in, like, so you could still work or no?
Yeah, but you can't take them in the courtroom, so you can't have them on in the courtroom, so.
Oh. Okay. Girl, you look stunning. Thank you. Gracia, gracia. It's so nice. Well, I don't know, guys. What else y'all want to talk about? I feel like I'm running out of things. I ate my nachos. I had a good day. Josiah cooperated during homework time, and he was good at school. What more could I ask for a Monday? I mean, I feel really good about that. I'm confident I'm going to get some good sleep. I'm going to actually boil some water in a few moments and have my sleepy time tea. I'm hoping that people with their germs don't spread to me and get me sick. Because I don't want to get sick. Everybody talking about they got COVID and they got colds and flus, and I want them to keep their germs to themselves. I feel like every year when our kids go back to school, I get a cold. And it usually comes through Josiah. Josiah starts coughing and sneezing, and then I start to feel scratchy in the throat. Next thing you know, either him or I end up getting sick. It happens every time. The kids, I don't know why, because it's like, the kids are the kids. They're the same kids all summer, but it's something about when they go back to school and they get all around each other, we start getting sick. I don't know. I saw the pictures. Your babies look just like you. They all have your face, Brandy. I know that sounds crazy, but it's just the cutest thing seeing them grow up. And they all look so excited to be starting their first, or well, not their first year of school, but their first day of school. And now you don't have, you're like, I won't say you're an empty nester, but you got, you know, if you're at home and you are off during the week, you get to be completely by yourself while they're in school now. And it wasn't like that. Like before, you might have only had one, you know, and then Naomi started and was like, bye, Mom. You know, so every year, like now they're all in school. So if you ever are off during the week, you'll have some alone time now. It's bittersweet, like, because it's like, oh, man, I miss my baby. I got emotional a little bit after, like, taking my pictures with Josiah this year, because I have pictures from him being in pre-K and kindergarten, first grade, second grade. I'm just like, wow. You're in fourth grade. In a couple of years, I'll be sending you off to middle school, and I hope to have another baby in the house because, like, my baby's not a baby anymore. I need another baby so I can start over. I'm looking forward to daytime lunches and Target trips now. Right. Them Facebook memories pop up. They sure do be having you in your feelings. You be seeing your baby when it was a baby and stuff. My baby pictures be popping up because I used to do, like, side by side, Josiah as a baby, B as a baby. And I'd be like, oh, don't Josiah look just like me? And now, like, he's big. He's 9. You said, girl, my daughter is a junior. Oh, my gosh. You finna have a baby that's graduated soon. Son going to 4th grade. My son's in the 4th grade. So That's good spacing. So you have an 11th grader and a 4th grader. That's how Josiah and his sister or brother gonna be. Hello, Des. Are you coming to join our live? Oh, he going to go downstairs with Josiah. So kind. Thank you, Des. Appreciate him. That's a good man, Savannah. Do you have any advice about the transition from like a child to preteen age since you've already been through that? Yes, it's best to enjoy them separately. I'm looking forward to that because that's definitely what it's going to be. Josiah's 9, so at the youngest, he will likely be 10 years older than his sister or brother, and I am not pregnant yet, so he gonna definitely be 10 years apart from his sister or brother. So they'll definitely be in different stages of their lives, but I think it's cool letting Saya experience sports by himself, finding his own interests, and him being able to have a separate identity than his sister or brother. And I think by the time he has one, they will have their own identity too. How likely will it be that he or she would have the same teachers as Josiah? It could happen, but it probably will not. Bree on TV. Josiah wants a sibling. He'd be an amazing big brother. So much personality. Hey, Bree on TV. You saying that like you know me well. So you right. He has been saying he wants a sibling for a while. Probably since he was 3, actually. Like, a brother, but we were not ready to have any more children and when he was that age. So, you know, part of me is I always wished I would have had the kids closer together, but part of me also is grateful because now I feel like when that time happens, we will be more equipped to make it happen and not be trying to scramble and struggle and at the risk of the kids not having the experiences that they deserve. But you know, we made it work. The oldest is always the guinea pig. Girl, preteen is so different. LOL. Watching her grow up and see her become her own person, but they will test you. Yeah, I know. I'm nervous about that. I'm nervous because boys are easier, they say, but I don't think they're easier like people say they are. I know girls, you have to go through like their puberty changes, but boys have puberty too. Like they go through changes too with their bodies, their voices and stuff like that, trying to fit in, trying to not be considered lame, trying to keep them out of trouble. Like, that's the whole thing. With girls, like, people always go, well, you got to worry about them getting pregnant. It's just so much more than you not worrying about them getting pregnant. Like, it's also making sure that you build them up so that they have self-esteem, so that they're not looking for that love in other places, because sometimes the lack of confidence comes from the home environment. And I'm trying to do better with being more positive with Josiah, trying to speak life into Josiah. Like, as a parent, we have such an important role with our kids. If they don't hear those positive affirmations at home, then they're going to go and seek positive affirmations somewhere else. And then they get to a point where they don't care about your positive affirmations anymore. So then if you've been treating them bad their whole childhood, and then you wait until they turn 11 and 12 and 13 and start wanting to switch it and pour life into them, they don't even care about your opinion at that point, because now they want to be impressive to their friend groups and things like that. And so it's just important to really foster that type of relationship and create an area of trust with your kids, because, again, when they get to that preteen age, they get to that teenager age where they could care less about your opinion, that is not the time to try to show them that you're an ally for them, that you're going to support them if you weren't doing it all along. So I'm really, really trying to do better with that. But they test you. And I know they test you in teenage years, but they certainly test you at elementary school age too. Like, Josiah is the type of child, he likes to see what he can get away with because he's smart. Like, okay, let me see what I can get away with today. oh, okay, I don't want to get in trouble. I just wanted to test the waters a little bit and see what I can get away with. But yeah, words of affirmation are important. Telling your kids you're proud of them, telling them that you love them, telling them that they're beautiful, telling them that they're smart, telling them that you believe in them. Like, those are the type of things that really make a difference. Yep, I build a relationship with my daughter. I keep a strict background as well. I feel you. Build confidence in them. Trust me, it's building for this real world. It sure does. And I try to also teach Josiah about how the world is not going to give him a lot of chances. Like, I always tell him, like, I will try to always be there for you and support you and give you chances. However, you got to understand that your parents love you from a different lens than the world does. You're not always going to get second and third chances when you go out in the world. You're not going to always get second and third chances. Even dealing with certain teachers and things like that. If you make an impression on certain individuals, that is what they're going to choose to assume of you going forward. Then they don't have to change their mind. So a first impression is very important. And sometimes, you know, you get upset about something and you can damage months or years of a positive relationship over a one circumstance, and then you cannot go back. So you got to be careful about what you say and what you do. My mom made the mistake of trying to be my friend when I hit my preteen and teens, and now looking back on the whole phase of my life, it was hell. Oh, I think my mom was trying to reclaim her time and find herself when I finally hit that stage in my life. Like, I feel like she was going through separation with my dad. I feel like, and she was trying to, like, figure out what she wanted for her, because I think she had put her life on hold being a parent. And excuse me, I felt that she had regrets and she was just trying to live for her. By the time I got to like 13, 14, 15, she would be even trying to wear my clothes and stuff because she could fit them and stuff. So, like, I don't know. I say all that to say parents are sometimes just trying to do the best they can. But I do feel like I wish that she and I could have had more real conversations before she passed on, because my mom passed when I was 16. And I feel like because she was also trying to be, not necessarily trying to be my friend, because she let me know she was the mama, but because she was trying to figure stuff out, at times she wasn't as present as she could have and should have been. And I also feel like she was trying to make up for lost time, but then also she was very strict on what she expected of me. So, like, I didn't feel comfortable to go and talk to her about boys, especially, like, sex. Like, I would not go talk to her about that. I lied. I'm not finna why would I tell you that? So you can call me fast and then judge me and be all calling all my relatives and tell everything. So, you know, that was not a safe space. And then I felt like with my dad, like, he wanted me to be his perfect little girl. So, of course, I could never tell him either. I didn't tell him until I was about to get married the first time that I was active. And I was like, okay, well, you know, I'm engaged now. So I guess we can assume that I'm engaging in something besides an engagement ring. And then, like, once I got older, like, my dad and I got even closer and I could tell him anything. But excuse me, when I was in high school, I didn't feel like I could tell either of my parents anything or ask them anything pertaining to that, because I wouldn't get, like, that open conversation that I wanted. And I hope that I can be understanding. I can be more of the parent that I needed, but also the parent that Josiah needs when he gets to those stages, so he doesn't feel like he has to hide stuff from me. Child, my mom was Haitian. You was not seen or heard. Okay, I understand. I love my daughter's mindset. I wish I was confident like she was. I wouldn't be pregnant so young and the men I ended up with. Right, exactly. I had my baby at 22. I got pregnant at 21, my senior year in college. I think I did better than my mom. My mom had my older sister when she was like 15. And that was her thing too. She was terrified that I was going to end up a teen mom like she was. So she did a good job of scaring me from wanting to be a teen mom. But I still kind of repeated her mistake a little bit. But my child is not a mistake. I'm grateful that I have him. But I just feel like I wish I would have had more confidence in myself growing up, and I wouldn't have been like staying with people I didn't need to be with. And I'm not just talking about side dad. I'm talking about a lot of the guys I dated prior to meeting my husband. It was just a waste of time. I should have even wasted my energy dating them people because them people were not for me. But I was trying to find love in places where I didn't feel like I got it growing up. And I feel like, you know, I didn't get it because I didn't have it for myself. But I didn't realize at the time that I was missing love for myself. I didn't learn how to be by myself because, you know, I saw my mom. She didn't seem to want to be. I think media also has something to do with it. You were always hearing like, you know, you want to get married, you want to have your kids, you want to have your family. Like that's happily ever after. So like that's what I was chasing at a very young age. She has a great dad, but he's been in and out of jail. I had to build that as well because she can easily have daddy issues. I can relate, Tasha. I don't know if you watched my recent video, but that is what I'm kind of dealing with Josiah's dad. I'm trying not to spoil it though because I want y'all to go watch the video. But if y'all go and watch the video, not the one with for the glasses or the one about the swimsuits, the one that I posted before that, I kind of talk about that. But we are dealing with something very similar with Josiah's dad. And like, if you go all the way back, not saying you have to, but I'm just giving context. When I was dating him, that was kind of what I was dealing with. Like the in and out of prison stuff, trying to date, you know, trying to be in a relationship, but you keep going there. And it just became a lot on top of you also cheating and things like that. So when I tell you I understand, I definitely understand that. Hey, Wade Tyrone, how you doing? Y'all make sure to like the video as well. Girl, I'm so uncomfortable talking about. I still tell my parents I'm with 2 kids. That sounds like the traditional parents and child dynamic. You just, out of respect, you don't even want to talk to them about it. I understand. I feel like my mom was trying to live through me, and that's when the lines got blurred. Yeah. Sometimes that happens. Like our parents want us to be better than they were, and they sometimes see us making mistakes and they get fearful that we're going to end up like them, and they start to push and press too hard. And also it could be a bit of jealousy too. Not intentional jealousy, but at times just like, oh wow, like if I could only have the opportunities you had growing up, I would be this. You should do it this way. And it's hard sometimes to step back and just be like, you know what? Just like I was a kid, not to make my own mistakes, I gotta let you make your own mistakes too. It's not easy though, because you can see what they can't see and you want to protect them, but they have to really trust in their decision making and that you've raised them right. And hopefully as they grow, they'll build that little inner voice and it will sound like mom or dad. I was pregnant at 20 and I was disowned. Only my dad stood by me. Oh. Yes, my mama had me when she was 17. She always get afraid when I date some of the girls at school. She always tell me not to mess around because I could end up a teen dad. I understand, Tyrone. Don't end up a teen dad because it's a lot. And your parents probably just want you to go to college and enjoy your life and really just find all the beautiful things that life has to offer you. And you can be selfish, you know, and not feel guilty about it. As a woman, as a man, it applies to everybody, in my opinion. Like being able to navigate your early teens and early 20s. I'm sorry, your teens, your whole teens, because teens is only 6 years. From 13 to 19 and from 20 to 26 without children. I would highly recommend, and I didn't even do it, but I'm telling you, there is beauty in being able to make decisions for you and figure out what you want to do. It's not to say you can't find love in your 20s for yourself if you have kids, but it just changes things. You have to become selfless, especially if you're going to be a good parent. So if you don't have kids and you're trying to accomplish things that you want in your life, then try your best to be safe and avoid having an unexpected pregnancy, because it allows you to be selfish in these young years, as you should. You should be able to date. You should be able to go to school. You should be able to decide what you want to do with your life, even if it's not school. Maybe you want to start a business. Maybe you want to be a content creator. Maybe you want to go the tech track and learn some sort of skill and get a certification of some sort. But you have that time to really figure out what you want to do with your life without somebody pressuring you to go and find any job, a family to take care of. You just have you, and that's all they're trying to tell you. I think I was grateful that it happened when it did for me, because I did actually get to finish school, and then I became a mom right away. But even in that, like, because I became a mom at 22, instead of going to get my master's, I stopped school and I didn't go back and get my master's. So now I'm here. I have a good job. It uses my degree. I'm very grateful for where I am, but I had to work really hard to get here. I do feel like I took a job that was below where I could have been at 22 years old, because I had a child to take care of. Whereas had I not been a parent yet, I probably would have just went into school. I may have not even started working. I probably would have went and got another degree. I would have navigated things a little bit differently because I didn't have anybody else to worry about. But when I became a parent, it was like, okay, I can't spend another 2 or 3 years trying to do school and I don't have a job to take care of this baby. So I say all that to say, like, you can make stuff happen as a parent, as a young parent and everything, but it's going to cause you to have to pivot. And then when you pivot, that's going to affect things down the line. So where some of my friends from college who didn't have kids were able to go and to get their master's or go into a career that was a little bit more aggressive and required more work of them, that I could do and still show up and be a good parent, it allowed them to progress in their careers faster in ways that I could not. I'm now where I probably should have and could have been 5 years ago had I have been more focused on myself than trying to date a guy, be his wife, ending up his baby mama, and having to navigate on my own career. But again, everything happens for a reason. I'm where I want to be now, but it took a while. Like I said, I had to work for several years, try different jobs, move around, move up, earn myself through just, just trying it different ways. It ended up working out. But I say that to say, like, if I could go back and tell my 15-year-old self something, I would have told myself to just, like, really focus on. Dad's up here laughing and breathing hard coming up the steps. I thought something was wrong. He laughing at something on his phone. I'm sorry. I was like, what is wrong with him? Anyway, I would have told myself to enjoy being Yosha, and I would tell myself to, like, keep my head in the books and don't worry about dating so much, because that's always gonna be there. I agree to that. Even if I do accidentally become a father, I still want to strive to be a better dad and give that child a better life than what my father gave me. That's wonderful, Tyrone. I hope that whatever you want to pursue comes your way. And I think the first step in wanting to be a better dad is you stating that out loud and affirming that that's what you want. You want to be better than what you had, so you will, because you're saying that that's what you believe. But you're young, so enjoy, like, being young and just having that ability to really do whatever. Like, the world is yours. You can do whatever you want to do. how did me and my husband meet? So my husband and I met through my line sister at a party. I think it was the year or so after I graduated from school, a kickback for her birthday party, because her birthday is like Labor Day weekend, and she had this bright idea that she wanted to have this party and invite people to come. So my husband was told to come to make this special drink because the person that they initially asked had something come up and they couldn't come. So he came to make the special drink. And hello, husband of choice.
Hi.
Thanks. And I was there because like I had a babysitter, and I was like, okay, I'm single, I'm finna come and have fun, we gonna turn up. And then we get there to the kickback, and it's like 6 of us there. It's like 6 of us there at the celebration because it's Labor Day. Like nobody is at school or coming to a party near the school on Labor Day weekend because it's Labor Day weekend. Like it's barbecues going on, it's other parties going on. So it was not the party turnout that it was supposed to be. So I met him as he was kind of bartending and making the drinks, and him and I were kind of talking throughout the entire party. And I remember my best friend was there with me, and like she was kind of talking with me, but like kind of noticed that I was talking to him, and we were like just kind of conversing throughout the party. And we ended up just like vibing the entire time. And I remember telling him, oh, I have a YouTube channel. Let me see your phone. I'm going to subscribe you to my channel. So I subscribed him to my channel, and we followed each other on Instagram, but we did not exchange numbers. And it was cool. Like we just kept each other company and talking throughout the party. And that's how we met. Des says that he also remembered meeting me before that, but I don't remember meeting him before that. And I think when we saw each other in the past, we were both in relationships. So my stepsisters, when we told them that story, they were like, that's kind of cute, Yosha. That means he was kind of there all along because he saw you, even though you didn't say, you don't remember seeing him, but he was there all along. I'm like, y'all are funny. So what you saying is I need to get a babysitter and go to a college party to find my husband. Got it. Yes, get a babysitter and go to a party and find the guy making the drinks. I'm totally kidding. I don't know if that'll apply to your situation or not, but that's how we met. And then a couple weeks after that, I had reached out to him on Instagram. I kind of slid in his DMs because I saw he posted something about his afro, because Des used to have an afro before he had locks. And he was talking about at the party something about he needed to grease his scalp because it was dry. So I shot my shot a little bit. I was like, so did you find anybody to grease your scalp? And he was like, LOL or something like that. And then he ended up giving me his number or asking for my number through the Instagram DM. And then once we text the first day, we just really never stopped texting. And then I think we tried to do a birthday redo for my line sister because her party was a flop. And we went to the Cheesecake Factory because back then we thought Cheesecake Factory was fancy, but it's not. And so we went and we ended up having a terrible experience at Cheesecake Factory. And so then Des asked me out on a date, like separate. And we went on our first date. I almost didn't go because I think Josiah's dad was supposed to babysit for me, and something had happened. And that was when Josiah was like 1, and my dad really did not babysit Josiah for me unless it was like an emergency. Like he would not watch Josiah. That was my job to figure out. So I had texted Des like, I can't go on the date because my babysitter canceled on me, and we ended up going on a date. He was like, well, just bring Josiah. And I know most people are like, you brought your baby? I'm like, yes, I brought my baby. And then I just remember we went and we had food at this place called Cinco. And Josiah was there coloring. And he really liked Des. And Des liked him too. So the date went nice or whatever. And then we kept talking after that. And then we went on another date. We ended up going to Sky Zone and without Josiah. And we went and jumped and had fun. And I got stuck. We went out to eat. And then from there, we just kept dating. And then we became exclusive, and we dated for about a year, and then we got engaged, and then we got married the year from that day. It moved pretty fast, but it was a good fast. Like, I think we both knew what we wanted. Dez was very intentional about what he was looking for. I was very intentional because I wasn't trying to be a baby mama again, and it worked out. But yeah, we met because of my line sister's birthday party that didn't turn out so great. So everything happens for a reason. I think if the party would have been like crowded, we probably might have not run into each other. Thank you. It is cold under this vent on the sofa. How did you meet your person, Brandy? You going to Vegas? That sounds so fun. Des and I went to Vegas together for his birthday when we did it last time. It was fun. Y'all got to go to Cool's, what's it called? Coolsville? Des, what's the name of that place where we went and got those cheap tattoos?
I don't know.
I think it's called Coolsville. You got to look it up.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think it's Coolsville.
Hey, how are you? It's been forever. I know. I'm back. I know I took a long break, but I'm back. I've been trying to go live more frequently, and I've been posting again, so y'all know I'm back. But anyway, Brandy, what I was going to tell you was go to Coolsville and get you a tattoo together. That's a fun date. The tattoos, well, I don't know if it went up, but back then they had like a chart of tattoos that were $10, $20, $30, $40. I got a $10 heart on my ankle. And then when I went to Florida, I had them add something to it on Friday the 13th. It was pretty cool. It's Coolsville. I went last time I went, but it was super crowded. Definitely going this time around. Yeah, I don't know how long you're going to be there. If you're just going like for the weekend, like Friday to Sunday, but they are very crowded every day. We went, I think, on a weekday, and that's how we were able to go and get in and out. But we still did have to wait for at least an hour because it's pretty crowded. But yeah, when you said you staying at the Hilton property, you can ride the Deuce bus and you can save money like that as well. Facebook dating, okay. I've been hearing really good things about dating apps lately. I think I'm not against them for folks because it be some good people on there. You gotta weed through the crazies. I'm in this Facebook group. I think it's called Black Girls Uncensored, and it's like a Melanin Uncensored. Y'all probably in it too because it's a bunch of folks in that group. But I be seeing the screenshots of people and their crazy old dating experiences. So it makes me smile when people say, oh yeah, I met my fiance, I met my boyfriend, I met my boo on Facebook dating, it's going good, or on Bumble, or Tinder, whatever apps. Like, it's good people everywhere. You just have to kind of use discernment. Sometimes there's some scrubs out there. I ain't gonna lie. Some weirdos. I've met some weirdos out there at the kickback too. But sometimes it's just a matter of timing and God aligning you to be where you need to be. We're there for a week, Thursday to Wednesday. Baby's getting us a Tesla. Ooh, okay. Girl, I was at Black Girl Uncensored and left. But I have to take breaks sometimes because sometimes it could be a little merch. Like, you'll look in there and be like, what the hell? And then, like, people can be so mean and hateful to one another. That's one thing I'm not going to do. I'm not finna get on the internet and tear another woman down. Like, that's just not me. I've been done before. And I've had my moments. I'm just grateful that the internet wasn't around to judge and make fun of me. You know, I went on YouTube and told some of my embarrassing moments. So I am never going to talk bad about somebody's embarrassing moment. But I do wonder if people think before they post a written post that's attached to all their personal stuff. Because what I will say is, like with YouTube or TikTok, in my opinion, you're not going to find the whole family tree by going through somebody's YouTube or TikTok in the same way that you can on Facebook. Like, Facebook typically has grandma on it, and it usually has all the family members on there because everybody uses Facebook. Like, all the old people and the young folks use it too. So it's like, unless you lock your page down, if you post that personal information about yourself, now you got random people going on your page, going down rabbit holes, trying to put 2 and 2 together and make 4. I just don't feel like I'm going to ever share on Facebook just because of that. And I just feel like with YouTube is for people who want to watch videos and are going to sit there and listen to you talk. Just like TikTok. You like that lady that wrestled Tesla. I still ain't watched it. Y'all ain't gonna never convince me to watch 58 stories of somebody talking about how the man got over on them. You know, I feel like I've been there, done that. But I say that to say, like, you have to go viral to be found on these type of platforms. But with Facebook, like I said, it's like a family tree. Everybody can find everything. So you over here talking about how you cheating on folks or what y'all doing in your bedroom, and now like your whole family reunion know all your business. Yes, thousands of people in the group. Like I just feel like it's a little merch. I can't watch that first episode on that lady without falling asleep. I didn't even attempt to watch it, Soror. I do not care. I do not care. Like I don't mean like I wish bad on her, but I don't care to listen to that. And the thing is, you don't even have to watch things to know what happened anymore because people are going to give you the recap on social media. People are going to start using the phrase or, you know, it's a chicken salad, superior. I never saw the original video, but people kept saying it's a chicken salad, superior. I already get it now. I don't have to go watch it. Or like right now, August, the word of August has been demure. Very cutesy, demure. Now, I did go look that one up because I was like, one day I started scrolling on Instagram and I kept hearing people say demure. I'm like, why are y'all talking about being demure and cutesy and modest and whatever? And then I found the original video and I'm like, oh, okay. Y'all know how to take a phrase and beat it with a dead horse. Y'all know how to take somebody's trauma and tell the story over and over and over again and give all the spoilers and don't leave any cliff notes for somebody who want to go watch it later. I'm just like, what? Please, like, don't let it be a new movie. Like, I was so happy that y'all didn't ruin Bad Boys for me, the most recent one. Because folks kept on talking about, he did that, he did that. Luckily, y'all didn't ruin it for me. But people can't hold water. You can't even watch your favorite TV show anymore because people going to go in there and give the play-by-play on the internet. So, yeah. You said, Bree on TV said, who are my favorite content creator influencers right now? That's a great question. Some people I enjoy watching on Instagram right now. It's one of them is like Bree, mother of 4. She does a lot of cleaning videos and she is very transparent about the uncleanliness of her house and her home. I resonate with that. Not because my house is always like dirty or anything like that, but just because people always have this beautifully perfect aesthetic when they're posting content. And she's like, she's a Taurus, I'm a Taurus, but she's very honest and open about like and how sometimes like they leave her to do all that cleaning by herself and it's a lot. And I can really resonate with that. There's also this girl, her handle is Girl You So Crazy, and she has a husband that's super funny and they do content together. I think they have a podcast. I really like her content as well. Her and her husband, they got married and then they just had a baby girl this summer. And she has a 16-year-old son named Ramaj. I like their content also because it makes me think of like where me and my husband could be in the future. Like I hope I don't wait until Josiah is 16 to have a baby and start all over, but that's what they did, and it's really sweet because like she was a single mom. She had her son. She met her husband. He came in, you know, married her, being a good father figure to him and loving her. Now they have their baby and like they're a successful family. It is not too, it don't seem like they just putting on for social media. Like a lot of couples channels and family channels, sometimes it be feeling like they putting on to create this perfect facade and aesthetic for the internet. And I resonate with blended family content a lot. I resonate with people who seem to really portray reality because that's where I live, right? So I really enjoy that. And then there's this other content creator. I think her name is like Collie Babes, or what is it, Cammy? I don't know. Okay, she's also married. She has 2 kids. She has a little daughter named Cammy. And she's a YouTuber, but she also does a lot of Instagram content. And she's just this really sweet mom that goes over the top doing stuff for her baby girl, like to make her smile, make her happy. And then she has a little boy as well, but they didn't have their kids far apart or anything. But those are my favorite 3 Instagram, like big influencers, if you will, on Instagram that I've been watching lately. And then as far as YouTube goes, I like Latoya Forever. I've been watching her for a long time. I haven't watched her videos in a while. My friend, Simply Miss Kira, I always enjoy watching her hauls and stuff like that. Again, have not really been watching lately because I took a break from YouTube, so I really was not watching nothing on YouTube. But I enjoy watching her hauls. And then Thomas Adriana, she is an OG YouTuber, been around for a long time, like 15 years plus. But she don't really be making new YouTube videos like that. But I'm still connected to her on Instagram. I admire her a lot. She really is somebody I look up to as well. So those are just a few of people that I enjoy. But anyone who's relatable, anyone who's funny, anyone who's... Oh, one more channel. I'm sorry. There's this Instagram lady that I like. Her channel is The Millennial Manager. I love her content. She is so relatable. She's like the auntie that like everybody needs in the workplace that's trying to navigate. And I was watching a lot of her videos as I was going through my interview processes and stuff. I love her channel. It's not a channel, it's an Instagram, but I love her videos. She be giving you quick little nuggets of wisdom of how to navigate the workplace. And I think she works in the healthcare field, but I don't, but I still find her videos very relevant and very applicable to my life. So yeah, anybody who is real and funny in themselves, that is just like sharing life experiences, anecdotes about themselves or the workplace, family, like that's the type of content I like. And then on top of that, I also watch a lot of hair videos. Even though like I am not a professional, y'all know I do my husband's locks, so I love watching lock tutorials. I love watching hair videos. One day I'm gonna learn how to braid. It's just won't. I don't know if that answers your question, but those are the things I be watching. Yes, Tasha, Kara is awesome. She's definitely gonna be big. Same here. I wanted to watch because everybody else was doing it, and every time I attempted it, it was a fail. Yeah, it just didn't catch my attention. I was like, you know what? Y'all done already told what happened anyway. I don't have to watch it. It is okay. Oh my gosh, that whole demure thing. And I'm like, what? Yes, I figured it out. I Googled it. I said, why is everybody saying demure all of a sudden? It's a cute word, like what it means. Being modest, being, you know, more feminine. Like, that's great. But then, you know, y'all done beat it with a dead horse. And now I'm going to go back to being a city girl. I'm just playing. I'm not going to be a city girl. Oh my God, Brandy, the Millennial Manager. Yes, I love her. I love her stuff so much, Brandy. She is awesome. I love her content. I follow her on TikTok. She did a plus size OTD. I think I tagged you in a few of her videos on TikTok. I need to get back on TikTok then. I found her on Instagram. I didn't even know she was on TikTok because I don't be on TikTok. But I'm happy to hear she's successful on TikTok too. Her videos are so relatable. She gives really good advice. She like the big sister or the auntie that you need to tell you. One video that resonated with me, she was talking about how you're not supposed to cry at work. And I just was like, oh my God. I've definitely cried at work before, but I try not to, you know, but like I'll just be transparent. Back in January, when them layoffs happened, I was crying at work because it was too much. It was too close to home, okay? And then like I don't know, it was a lot to process, and it really hit me for a few days. But I will say this, it was a lot to process, but it also was emotional for me because I just felt like how God covered me. And like just seeing somebody that got a job that I wanted be impacted basically years later. Okay. I'm talking years later. I'm not even talking about me wanting that job in 2023 or 2024. I'm talking about like 3 years ago. But to see that, like, if I would have gotten what I wanted at that time and that no would have been a yes and I would have got stuck and stayed in that role, I would have been without a job right now. That's part of what got me emotional. But I do agree, you don't want to be super emotional at work, crying all the time, talking too much, expressing. That's stuff that I've learned with time, you know what I mean? You know, coming into the workplace in your early 20s, you're not going to always know how to navigate a corporate space or a professional space. You still might have some ways that are childish. And I do feel like that's why sometimes when you're young and you're trying to get a job that requires a lot of people skills and customer service, some companies will not give young people a chance because we don't have some of those soft skills and those interpersonal skills and that maturity that we need. You know, girl, yes, I sure was. One of my managers on the team had to message me talking about some breathe, yo, I was so upset because I felt, well, let me go back. So they don't want to pick young people because they don't want to deal with the potential of them not knowing how to navigate their emotions. It's not to say that young people cannot, but that's something that comes with age, knowing when and when not to respond to certain stuff, knowing when to not say what you truly think and to give yourself time to and then speak. These are things that you learn over time. And if you that person that was always blurting out in class and getting in trouble for your mouth, you're not going to just stop doing that just because you get a job. Like, you're going to keep doing the habits that you grew up doing if you haven't had an opportunity to learn. So I say that to say, like, something I'm really trying to work on is trying to work on processing things and taking time before I react and being more slow to speak, because you can't take back what was said once it's been said in front of folks, and people will repeat what you said, and you don't want it being used against you. I also feel like you have to be able to discern what a battle is worth fighting and when one is just like, you know what, I don't love it, but this ain't my battle. I'm not even finna waste my energy on this. Yes, I was emotional when I had to go back in the office. Now I'm grateful that I did because it ended up impacting my career in a way that lives and changed my life. I'm very grateful. But after being home for almost 4 years and having to come into the office when I was remote full time, yeah, I was not happy about that. Now I'm fine. You know, it landed me a promotion 6 months later that I'll be starting soon. So I'm very grateful for that. But in January, what? That was an adjustment. I enjoyed being remote full time. And who's to say I won't return, but I don't see it in my cards for the next couple of years because now I accepted a new role. It is hybrid, but it actually allowed me to network and really get myself out there, and I use it to my advantage. So I do think remote work is still a great thing. I'm grateful I have flexibility, so I'm able to still work from home when I need to. And I do get a day every week where I can, but yeah, to answer your question, when I found out that we were all being moved back to the office, I was not the happiest about it initially. But like I said, I've been blessed to be on a team that's pretty awesome, so it's made it better. I think my fear came from previous years, like before COVID, and the office politics I experienced, the team dynamic I was experiencing at the time, it wasn't good like the one I'm on now. Some of them people don't even work here anymore. Some of them do, but they're not working with me, so I don't have to deal with them. So I had a lot of anxiety and stress about it because of the past. And that's one thing for me, like having to understand not to just assume that things are going to be the same just because they weren't great initially. Like, I'm in a better place. Some of them are in a better place. It's not the same. And I will say the pandemic changed everybody and how they view things about work flexibility and things like that. Hey, Gant, how you doing? I'm sad I don't work with the students directly anymore because that was a big teaching moment for a lot of my staff, but you have to have patience in order to teach those skills, and most managers don't. Yeah, you absolutely do. And kids will test you. Young adults will test you. My few tips on don'ts in the workplace: sharing your social media with coworkers and dating your coworkers. I agree. I learned that the hard way. Not really the social media. I have told my coworkers that I am a monetized lifestyle creator, and some people have found me, and they've told me, and I say, okay. But I do not go around promoting my YouTube channel in the workplace because I try to keep the two very separate. Prior to me kind of working in my field, when I was like in an entry level position, I really didn't care. I used to tell everybody like, oh yeah, I'm a YouTuber. I do this, da, 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 da. As soon as I crossed over into more of a corporate space, I stopped oversharing that stuff. And when it comes to like my personal social media, like Facebook, Instagram, if I see somebody that I work with pop up, I typically block them. I do not want to be friends with you on social media. I do not need you taking something I said on my Facebook or on my Instagram out of context and then bringing it up at work. And I hear people do it in a kiki kind of way. Like, oh yeah, I saw you posted on your Instagram. I don't need you telling people what you saw me post on my Instagram. I feel like YouTube is different in that now you look like you fishing for something or you look guilty. If you going down my YouTube channel watching my 15-minute videos and talking about it at work, well, clearly you're watching my stuff. It's a little different. But whereas with posts, you know, you post a picture, you post a status, that's a simple screenshot, but you can't really do the same thing with a video. And the way my videos are, you'd have to like watch. Like, stream. I've been on here for 87 minutes. So if you're at the 80th minute mark in my live stream, baby, you're a fan. So that doesn't make you look good if you're trying to tell what you saw on my, YouTube channel. But I agree. I don't really try to put people that I work with on my social media. Now, I do have some folks that I went to school with that knew me before I worked there, and they, we went to school together. I'm not going to block you. We know each other, and I trust you, and you trust me, and I mind my business, and you mind your business. But I'm just talking about new people wanting to connect with me on social media. The first thing I'm going to do is invite you to come and join me on LinkedIn, because that's where our relationship belongs. I do not mix that. Hey, I block coworkers as soon as I find them. Exactly. If I see you in my people I recommend, I cannot be your friend. Now, if you leave the company and I like you, then we can be friends after you don't work here anymore. But it depends, because the world is so small. Like, what if you do a boomerang and like you leave and then want to come back and I got to block you again? I'm just kidding. But no, like if you're somebody that I can trust, then I might consider it, but I typically don't. I also make Yelp content, so I've had coworkers say, girl, I saw your review on Yelp, and I'd be like, yeah, you did, because I be reviewing stuff. I don't hide it, it's not a secret, but I just don't go volunteering or promoting it, because that stuff can get you in trouble and it can bite you. Every company typically has some sort of social media policy. I don't need people making assumptions about me. I will say this, like, a lot of what I do here, I can schedule it. So even if it is posted during my working hours and stuff, I don't need people thinking, oh, she's posting that while she's working. It's like, no, that might have been scheduled for a while I was working, because this is also a part-time income for me. But I say that to say, like, yeah, I agree. And then dating people you work with, I just don't recommend that, especially if you work in a call center or a small office. Everybody's going to know, and it's not going to end well. It's different if you're married and you work together, because maybe you want to work together because it's a great company that has great benefits. I have some coworkers who have their spouse work with them. They work in completely different, like, building, different department. They interact occasionally and have lunch together. So they carpool with one another. And it's not messy, but I'm just saying, like, single people, you met them 90 days into your job and now you want to date. I don't recommend it. And if you decide to do it, make sure you do it privately and don't tell anybody anything. Be a secret relationship, because I promise as soon as people start finding out, it just gets really weird and really messy. I do not talk about my social media. I understand. I met a coworker who came and hugged me like Tasha Society. It was a little weird. It can be weird. I had someone, I had somebody tell me they saw one of my videos and they told me what video it was. And I just started laughing. And I was like, so you were searching for this on your social media? So I know this is a safe space. And then that coworker, she actually does not work with me anymore. But she was like, girl, I saw your video. I said, oh, okay, which one was it? You know, I have a lot of videos. And she was like, girl, it was the one about the rose. I said, oh gosh, I gotta go and list all of that right now. And I was like, okay, no more rose videos. No more rose videos. But it was hilarious because it was just like, wow, YouTube out here recommending me to my coworkers. I don't like that for me. So, yeah, now we back on the family content. If you scroll through the last year, it ain't really nothing on there that's going to be of any issue. I'm different for corporate, and my channel is low-key, so I wanted to low-key delete the channel. Don't delete your channel. I put that I'm a monetized. I forgot what I put on my professional thing. But I tell people, like, I was able to get my first job in communications because I told them I run a YouTube channel. I had to say I'm doing something because my first job out of college after having my son was working in a call center role. And that was just temporary. So I was like, I have a degree in communications. I want to work in communications. Outside of this job that I currently have, I run a YouTube channel. I have X amount of subscribers. And I know how to build a community. This is the stuff I can do, and I can do it at work. If you see how I did it over here, now let me do it over there. And then I used that, and that helped me get my first, like, job that has something to do with my degree. And then after I built some years in that role, I didn't have to use my personal stuff anymore. I stopped using it. And then I just used, I did social media internally for a little while. I worked in diversity and inclusion for a little while. I've been in internal communications for a while. So now I don't have to bring it up. But some people who've been around that know, they know. But I don't just go around volunteering information. I don't give them whatever. But my name is Yosha. Like, I don't have a name like Ashley Smith. So if you look my name up, it probably comes up. I honestly don't care. I don't really do anything that relates to my field at all. And I try to keep things very vague. I don't really volunteer where I work. I'm sure someone could bring it up and put two and two together, but I try to be very mindful of what I put out there as well, so that I'm not causing any sort of conflicts of interest or, you know, putting myself at risk, putting their company at risk. My opinions are always my own opinions and not that of my employer, but you got to live for you. And I remember we did this survey before we came back in office, and they had asked, one of the questions was something like, what would your dream job be if you were not working here? And I was like, my dream job would be being a six-figure, I said my dream job would be being a seven-figure content creator, creating my own videos and doing whatever I wanted on the internet. Because it's true, like, I feel like that would be a dream because I enjoy uploading content and talking with y'all and going live and recording Josiah's funny moments and traveling, testing food and giving review. Like, that would be fun to me to do full time. So it's not a secret, but I also love the life I've created for myself at work too. I'm grateful for it. And I honestly wouldn't have thought like 10 years ago that I'd be where I am. I'm very grateful. Very, very grateful. Ooh, child, if I tell you my call center drama, call centers are messy. Ooh, one of your non-monetized reviews. Girl, yes. I just had to I had to just end that chapter of reviews. Like, if you want a review, I'm 100% happy to do it for you. But don't send me no adult items because I'm not finna review those anymore. I actually did stop doing them because not only is it like taboo and it could be deemed inappropriate, but you also don't make any money on YouTube for those type of videos. And if you put it on TikTok, it'll get put down. So it's just like, you know what? That's gonna have to go for some other creator to do, or maybe on Patreon or something like that. But I don't have a desire to do them. If I try something out and y'all ask me, sure, I'll do it. But if not, I'd rather review things that are monetizable and that are, if anybody saw it, I wouldn't have to be in an awkward conversation about, if that makes sense. And like, honestly, I'm at a point where if people want to reach out for sponsorship, I want to review stuff I'm actually going to use. Like that glasses review that I posted today, that video is sponsored, but I 100% love what I received. And I'm not just saying it because it was sponsored. Josiah's glasses. We are on the third pair of glasses that Josiah has lost. These came from Fatu. I'm hoping he keeps up with these. But the last two pairs were expensive Ray-Bans that came from Target. So when I told y'all I'm glad I was able to get this sponsorship, I wear glasses. I don't wear contacts. So getting a sponsorship that paid me and also gave me glasses that I can wear on my face, and now I don't have to go and spend money buying 4 and 5 pairs of glasses. Like, and they actually were good glasses. And when I say good, I mean they got my prescription right. It didn't give me a headache. They look just like the picture. I'm like, we can keep working together if y'all want to. Josiah be losing glasses every school year. Please work with me again. Like, what? Like, it's a good company. And Meat Curve, I worked with them in the past, so I was happy to work with them again. I needed some new swimsuits and I didn't want to pay for them. So I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm being real. I don't want to do sponsorships on things I'm not going to use. And I will say, when you get a good toy, you got a good toy. You don't need more good toys or not good toys. So I'm looking for things that are actually relevant, like, okay, office equipment or things I can bring to work, things that can simplify my life, things that can help me get organized, things that can help us with travel. Like, I want relevant stuff. That way when I do the video, it doesn't sound forced or phony. Like, I want those type of sponsorships. Let's see. Same. That's why I stepped back from YouTube, trying to figure out my content as far as vlogs go, giving life updates, etc. Yeah, I think you just have to do it. The cool thing about lifestyle is you can really do whatever you want on here and be successful. Like, it's slow to grow. I feel like TikTok, you just need one video to go viral and you're going to wake up with 10,000 followers. YouTube is not like that. But if you're consistent and people like you, you can post whatever you want. And that's kind of where I'm at. If I make a second channel, I will try to niche it down and make it like one thing, because I feel like that makes it easier for YouTube to push you out in the algorithm. But as far as building a community, you just have to start talking to your people and they'll like you. And Brandy, you've done a good job of that on TikTok. You just got to bring it over to YouTube. When are you bringing back vlogging day to day? I really enjoy the authentic vlogs. Ooh, that's a good question, Bree. I don't know. The day-to-day vlogs are very time consuming. Very time consuming. And I felt like they were well received and some of y'all were watching them, but I did feel like people were also not watching them. And it was a lot of work to film throughout the day and then edit it every weekend, then get it up. And then, like, when life got real heavy, I was just like, girl, I cannot keep filming these videos right now. It's too much. So I don't want to lie to you and be like, we're going to start next week. Yay. But I will occasionally throw a vlog in here and there. I got to get used to it again. Like, after taking all that time away from vlogs, like, it's not easy to hop back into vlogging and, you know, allocating that extra time to be able to bring the camera with me every day. But I can definitely consider it for some fun moments throughout the year. I don't know if I'll be doing like day in the life work type content, just because I don't want to blur any lines or cause any trouble there, because you're really not supposed to be recording and doing all that kind of stuff. I could record things like get ready for me in the morning, you know, how my bedtime routine, things like that. But I just, you know, I'm not going to be able to record anything as far as while I'm at work. So, I don't know. It's on my mind. It's in the back of my mind, but I'm not sure yet of when I'm going to bring the vlogs back. I'm looking to do some more of my CMS work from undergrad. Let me know how I can help with content. I sure will. Thank you. TikTok videos don't require as much time and effort as YouTube does. I think that's why I've grown so fast over there. YouTube shorts don't require a lot of effort. If you've been doing little short mini vlogs, you can do them same videos over here on YouTube. I think that shorts are really blowing people's channels up over here. Did I lose y'all? Is it working? I don't know. It's counting, but it's saying, I don't know. Did I lose y'all? Okay, I'm back. Okay. Okay, that made me lose my train of thought. The thing was talking about reconnecting. I'm like, I got bars. I don't know. Why does thing talk about reconnecting? But who is calling? It's my no one's calling. It's Josiah's bedtime alarm. It's been going off since 9:30 because I can't like exit the live to go cut it off. So it's gonna keep doing that every 9 minutes because it's like I'm hitting snooze. But what was I saying? YouTube Shorts, you don't have to use CapCut. You can use CapCut if you want to make special effects and stuff, but you do not have to. Get used to using the YouTube Shorts app. Put your text on there. Put your sound on there. Use the effects if you want to use the effects. It's a good way to do some short content, no pun intended, that does not take a lot of time and effort like editing a full landscape vlog does for YouTube. What I will say, though, is that might help you get your subscriber requirement, but it may not help you get monetized because the watch hour requirement is so high for YouTube Shorts for you to get monetized. But if you're just trying to get 1,000 subscribers, it's a great way for you to get pushed out to random people within your niche. You want to use your 3 hashtags when you put them out so people can find your videos, and then you can find your niche. Like, maybe you want to talk about like navigating the workplace after finishing school, and it could be like daily updates on your day at work. Or if you want to talk about cleaning and organizing, if you want to talk about your travel. My shorts feed is not a good example because mine is really random. I have random food on there, drinks I've tried, all my travel stuff be on there, random rants and raves. Here's Josiah today. Like, I just post whatever on there. But I find that people like random, and it just helps new people come to my channel. Whereas with my YouTube videos, I try to stick to my 3 niches, which are real talk, lifestyle, and reviews. So it's usually advice if it's real talk. If it's a review, it's probably something I tried or a place I went to. Sometimes it's travel related. And then lifestyle is where you get the motherhood stuff, the vlogs that I post, fitness journey updates, and me retwisting Dez's hair and piercing video, just some of everything. Like, really, it's a catch-all kind of channel. So I say that to say I just try to build that community with you guys because you're not going to just get one thing over here. YouTube Shorts has a separate app. No, it doesn't. But when you go to upload, like on your phone, it'll say at the bottom, video, shorts, live, community. You want to click shorts, and then you can create the short right there in the app. Earning tips on single millennium wanting to start the home buying process living in Atlanta. Yes. I would say look into Georgia Dream and see if you qualify for any of those grants. They have changed those though. So like back when I got the grant, I was able to get $15,000 in closing costs because they had a grant called Hard Hit where it had, I think, 10 counties you could pick to live in, and you could get a house up to $250,000, which, like, this is old numbers because what house is $250,000 now? None, right? That was when I could find a house for like $150,000. And so they get covered closing costs in 10 counties that were considered hard hit because they had the most number of foreclosures. Now the Georgia Dream program, I think they help veterans, first responders, nurses, maybe teachers. You just have to go on the site, Google Georgia Dream program, and see what their grants offer. I would look for some sort of first time home buyer grant or discount of some sort that they could give you help with closing costs, maybe give you money towards your down payment, anything like that that can help you save money. The other thing is if you can find an affordable home buying class, take that because it'll teach you all the tips and tricks to get you prepared to buy your home, especially if you're not buying a brand new construction. The other thing I would say is make sure you get an inspection on your house. Do not take nobody's word for it. When you go under contract, you want to pay for an inspection. So when you're saving your money to prepare for this journey, you want to make sure that you save at least $15,000. In the past, I think I said $10,000, but these numbers are very expensive these days. And if you don't get any assistance, you're going to have to pay between 3 and 5%, out of pocket as your down payment for your house. So $15,000 is the minimum I'd recommend that you save. And I'm not trying to scare you, but you want to make sure you have buffer money in your budget. And if I find out any other programs better than Georgia Dream, I will let you know. But it was a great program prior to the COVID pandemic, and I used it. I told everybody I knew. I told it on YouTube, but I told everyone I knew who was looking for a house. My stepsister ended up using it. One of my coworkers ended up using it to get a house. Like, it was a really, really, really good program. And back then, they had like a $5,000 grant that anybody could qualify for. They had the $15,000 one, which was the one we did. And then they had like a $7,500 one. Now I think they just have 2 grants, and they specifically focus on veterans, first responders, and teachers. So like if you don't have any of those statuses, you're not going to be able to qualify, unfortunately. And now houses are so expensive, they had to remove that $250,000 cap because houses are not that cheap anymore unless you move really, really far away from Atlanta. Do you still have your belly button piercing? Yes, I do. Your seesaw face video from 2 years ago helped me a lot. Oh, thanks, Christina. Yes, I do. My ball came out the other day, and I had to put it back in. I keep those Walmart balls on standby because my little balls pop off randomly. But yes, I do. I still have my my belly, and I still have my tragus. I've never changed my tragus before. It's still in there. But healed perfectly. Haven't had any issues. Haven't gotten anything else pierced since then. I think I'm done with piercings. I have my nose, my tragus, my belly, and I have my ears. And I think I'm done because the healing process can be crazy. 5 a.m. comes early. Good night, y'all. So happy you're back. Thanks, Brandy. I hope you have a great night of rest. Y'all, I need to get off too because I got to take a shower. I got to pick out what I'm wearing to work tomorrow. I already packed my lunch. I'm going to make some tea, some go to sleep tea, bedtime tea. Get you some if you struggle with sleeping. But as always, it was so much fun talking with y'all. I'm going to pop in and go live again this week, probably on Thursday. So I look forward to talking with y'all then. If you haven't already, like the live session. It was so good to see you, Gant, and see some of you that I haven't talked to in a while, like Brandy. Hope y'all have a great rest of your week, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.